What's up, guys? Python here, back with another video, and today we are going to preview the Rangers versus the Colorado Avalanche, which takes place tonight at MSG. There's a lot to cover with this one. We got injury updates. We got people just headhunting Igor in practice. We have a lot of garbage to talk about here, unfortunately. And we're also going to talk about what the Rangers need to do to win against the Colorado Avalanche, which I'm laughing mid-sentence there because they just lost to the San Jose Sharks and the Columbus Blue Jackets. But we will talk about it. Before we jump into this, so be sure to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially Ranger fans. Cover the Rangers here heavily on the channel, and turn on your notifications as well so you know when I upload a video. But let's talk about this one. We got a lot of interesting storylines with this one. We got a lot of interesting things. So the first storyline we'll talk about is Alexander Georgiev return ? I really wonder if he's going to start tonight for the Avalanche, because you got Igor Shesterkin going for the Rangers, even though, like I mentioned, we have that to talk about with practice. But the Colorado Avalanche, is Alexander Georgiev going to start, or is he going to duck this game because it's the New York Rangers? It's going to be interesting to see. I have a feeling, personally, I've always had the feeling that he's going to duck this game, but maybe not. Maybe the Avalanche are like, yeah, you're not allowed to duck this game. We are putting you in goal no matter what. Or maybe he does want to get revenge against his former team, which if he does, oh, we're in for a long night and we're probably due for a shutout here, aren't we? But regardless, going to be interesting to see what the goaltending matchup is in terms of that. If Georgiev does start, that's going to create obviously a big storyline when it comes to him going up against his former team, especially with how things ended and him wanting to be a starter and everything like that. Going to be interesting to see. Going to be interesting to see the fan reception too. If they give him a video tribute, if they show any sort of thank you to him, it's going to be interesting to see what the fan reception is going to be for him. My guess is it's going to be 50-50 cheers and boos there. Going to be interesting to see though. Games on national TV though, so we probably won't even hear if there's cheers or boos because the national broadcast, for whatever reason, can't get some quality audio in there. But that's a whole different rant. But with Igor Shesterkin, glad he's starting in net, because apparently in practice today, he was getting headhunted by his own teammates, and he took a shot high to the head, and he was down for a bit, slammed his stick, thankfully finished out the practice. But thanks to Molly Walker and Vince Bercagliano for the report, by the way. But that was scary for a second. Gallant saying to the media it shouldn't delay anything. He should be good to start still. Going to be interesting to see the goaltending, how they handle it against the Avalanche and the Islanders here. Are they going to go Igor for the back-to-back? Are we going to see Halak? What is it going to be? Because Halak, quite frankly, kind of costed the Rangers that game. You look at the expected goals. Rangers should have won that game 2-1 according to it. And Halak was a main factor. But at the same time, the Rangers offense didn't show up. I thought the defense played poor. I don't want to fully blame it on Halak. We covered this game. If you didn't watch the full reaction, go back and watch the full reaction to that. We deeply covered it there. But yeah, to go back to that for a second, yeah, I don't know how much I want to blame it. So it's going to be interesting to see if Halak ends up getting a start here or what. Going to be interesting because are you going to go Igor 3 games in a row? Because it seems like that's how it's lined up to be, to have him go to back-to-back and then you have him play against Dallas and then Arizona. It sucks that it's Arizona and then Dallas for the back-to-back. That would make things easier because then you go, okay, Igor for the back-to-back, and then you go Halak in Arizona, and you go back to Igor in Dallas. Just things that you have 2 back-to-backs here in a row, and it just is infuriating. But the NHL schedule makers will do their great work, of course. Of course, it's great work that they do. Nothing wrong. Not like it was dumb the other night where there was a bunch of 5 o'clock games and no spaced out games or anything. Whatever. You get my point. I digress. But in terms of the Rangers trying to win this game in keys, oh boy, is this one going to be tough. Oh boy, is this one going to be tough. The defending Stanley Cup champions coming into the building, and one of the big headlines is Makar versus Fox. Well, I don't want it to be Makar versus Fox. I want to see the Rangers defense versus Cale Makar. If we're going to make it about defense here, I want to see the Rangers play a better defensive game. And how many previews in a row am I going to have to talk about this until they actually get it going? Because they just have not played good defense. at all. They haven't. It's the reality of the situation, unfortunately, and this is where we are. So are we going to see a better defensive effort? Who knows? But you need to tighten up defensively, especially against a Colorado team who explodes offensively. You look at that lineup, Nathan McKinnon's going to love to explode offensively. You have a bunch of guys, and it's going to be interesting to see how this ends up working out. Thankfully, the Rangers are the home team. Otherwise, oh, it would be a nightmare having Nathan McKinnon, Mikko Rantanen, Gabriel Landeskog out there against the Jones and Schneider pair all the time, because quite frankly, they're looking human these last few games. They've been looking human, and it's going to be interesting to see. Is Hayek going to play one of these games? Because it looked like Gallant, or it sounded like, I should say, Gallant wanted to get Hayek, or wants to get him in one of these games. No, 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 no. Please, no. Scared. Probably going to end up getting him in one of these games, unfortunately, but it is what it is. With that, Dryden Hunt also making a return on the other side of things. Sure, he's due for a goal. So, got a lot of interesting storylines here, don't we? Got a lot. But I also want to see a better game from the bottom six, who, I guess we could kind of segue here, ended up losing Filip Chytil now for a minimum of 4 games, according to Vince Mercogliano. It is a UBI, upper body injury, if you don't know what that means. A UBI there for Filip Chytil. We don't know exactly what the injury is. My guess is it was a head injury. It kind of looked like it on the play. So that is scary. Could be a concussion for all we know. Could just be, we don't know what it is, but for him to miss the next 4 games absolutely stings. The bottom 6 has been struggling to begin with, and the fact that you lose your biggest play driver, your best player in that bottom 6, it just stings, because now it's looking like Barclay Goodrow's going to man that third line. Jimmy Vesey's going to play with him along with Vitaly Kravtsov, and then your fourth line is going to be Blais, Carpenter, and Reeves. I don't like it. I don't at all. I think Gustav Riedel should be called up here from Hartford and play a couple games, especially because you have the option there to go with an extra player here, since you ended up waiving Dryden Hunt, who you're going up against now. I think that it would be the right idea for them to call up a Gustav Riedel type call up, someone like that, to fill out your bottom 6, fill out the role there. But that's just me. I think the Rangers are seriously regretting sending Brendan Hoffman back, though. I would be if I was the Rangers, because seeing what he's doing in the OHL, oh man, how nice would it be to have a guy like that in the lineup right now? And he killed in the preseason too, which stings. But we don't have to harp on that too much. It is what it is. We're here with the roster we're at, and the Rangers have a big game to win. They have a big stretch here of games to win. I really want them to go 3-1 in this stretch at the very least. I'd be upset with anything less, honestly. I'd be upset, and I'm not saying it's because they're playing bad teams here with the Islanders, Stars, and Coyotes. I'm saying it because I expect this team to be good this year. If you want to show me that you're a legit cup contender, that you mean business here, and that you're legit, let's go. Let's go. And we're past the it's early in the season point for me. 6 games in, we're past the point here already. Let's go. Wake up. Show me that you mean business. That's what I want to see. Show me some quality hockey. Night in and night out. That's all I got to say for this one. Let me know what you think the keys to the game are down in the comments section. Love to hear from you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. Remember to leave a like if you enjoy and subscribe as well. Turn on your notifications too so you know when I upload next. But I will see you in the next one. Let's go, Rangers.